Back. That like button, man. Hit the like button. This coach got snow bunny. Yeah, they need to put that in the dictionary, man. Umar Johnson created that, man. Snow bunny need to be in the Webster's dictionary. Any dictionary would be fine for real, because I think that's a real thing. I think that's a real thing, man. It's out here getting snow bunnied and shit. You got Chrisean Rock and Cali. Cali been looking goofy as a motherfucker lately, man. I don't know what happened to California, man. But that ain't it. 2800, what it do? Snowing out that motherfucker, man. Snowed out here yesterday. Cali going outside, man. Sean Rock stood on business. I don't like the narrative that they pushing on her. God damn. I seen some shit, Brown University shooting. There's another shooting in Australia. It's a lot of mass shootings going on. You said in Florida? Yeah, she still on business. Sean still on business, man.
I want the same price that if he.
Them girls chasing clout. Yeah, but let's dive into this Michigan football coach. Cause I ain't never covered this. I ain't really know for real all the details of it. I ain't really know the detail. But I know them now. For real. I've been watching that Erica Kirk shit too, y'all. Shorty ain't right, man. She ain't right at all. Yeah. They still try to call Max B a rat. Still pushing lies on Max B. Back when he let that shit go. Let me watch this first. Dang.
So
Man, that's
you're
a
locked
blessing you got
up
out of
for
there, Mike.
2.5 years awaiting trial. And leading up to the trial, you finally take a plea deal where you pled guilty to manslaughter for Taylor's death and the armed robbery in the hotel room.
Yes.
And part of the plea agreement was you agreed to testify for the state against Max B and Kelvin.
Yes.
Because they had a joint trial in
Vlad
2009.
Vlad only did this because he couldn't get Max B.
No. Like, I felt, I don't know, I just felt it's something that I did not want to do because, first of all, I was signing something that, I wasn't guilty of, like, so I felt, it just was wrong, and I know a lot of times, people do sign plea deals or whatever, just so that they won't get a lot of time, even if they didn't do it. Yeah, I felt terrible, and then having to take the stand against somebody that I was, it was horrible.
Yeah, you have to
Well,
do that.
to be fair, what you pled guilty for, you actually were involved in. I mean, it didn't say that you were the trigger person, but you were involved in a robbery that turned into a murder, right? That's the manslaughter part. The armed robbery, you did grab a bunch of things and take them with you. That's the robbery part. So
It's like the police.
Facts.
it's not like they just made up a bunch of stuff and you agreed to it not to do a bunch of time. I think that what you pled guilty for was relatively accurate.
I mean, it's the scope of, um, you know, in order, if you study law, you have to have intent, and you have to have knowledge of a crime and intent, and pretty much like those things, they weren't
Yeah,
present. Like,
that's like
I
the police.
wasn't the type of person that would just out on my own go rob and do that. I've done that under duress because I was, afraid of like physical or bodily harm, or some sort of fear. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't a person that just go out and do that. So there was no intent. I was told to do it by someone that I felt had power over me, that if I didn't do it, I would be punished in a way. So, like, yeah, I mean, so I was actually there present. But, the intent wasn't there. And,
Right.
and the knowledge,
I get that part.
And the robbery,
I get
like,
the part of what you're saying.
Yeah, and the robbery, like, me going in that car, I had no idea that a robbery and a murder were going to take place.
Yeah.
By me going in that car. All I knew when I got in that car is if I didn't go, then, maybe I'll get embarrassed out here. Like, maybe, maybe something might happen to me, or, I wasn't thinking right. But yeah, you are right.
Well, right. And remember what I said earlier, had the whole situation occurred, the murder happened, you grabbed the stuff, and had you call the police right then and there and say, listen, everyone, and grab the stuff, I don't want are, as opposed to, okay, let's grab the stuff, go to this place, and then call Max, take it to the sisters-in-law's place. So now you're transporting stolen property to multiple places. I think ultimately that changed the whole narrative.
Yeah.
I think that had you just called the police right then and there and said, this is exactly what happened, and I'm going to completely cooperate, you might have gotten like probation or not even, done any jail time. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But of course, hindsight is 2020. Had I done this or whatever, I can understand. In the moment, you just witness a murder in front of you and you don't have no idea what's happening. Yeah, I mean, you start to make a series of bad decisions along the way.
Yeah, I actually wish I did. Yeah, I actually wish I did.
Okay, so you do a plea deal, but when you do a plea deal and agree to testify, they don't tell you how much time you're going to get. They just say cooperate and we'll tell the judge to take it easier on you, right?
No, when I took the plea deal, they initially said, well, when I signed the deal, they initially said that it was, I would have to do 15 years with 85%. But, when they first came to me offering for me to take the plea, they were saying, okay, take this plea. We want you to write a statement, sign it, which I never did. And we're going to give you, they were coming crazy, like, we're going to give you 60 years. Mm-hmm. And of course, I told them to, like, beat it. Or I'm like, yeah, go ahead, like, beat it up.
Yeah, we don't We ain't watching that shit. All right, let's get to the Michigan football coach, man. Cause he didn't got snow bunny. I'm sure Umar Johnson is somewhere highly upset. These niggas is stupid. Like, yo, how the fuck? A WAC 100 ain't trying to release that paperwork in that Texas case. So this is the Michigan football coach right here, man. This
to win on the road in this environment when there were doubts. Jerome, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. Love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD. We got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These fucking guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
Hey, yo, that nigga crazy. Hey, yo, these guys are targets, man. I'm trying to tell you. She targeted that boy for the beginning. She probably say something sweet, like I can get his ass, his dumb ass. So look, yo.
Tasty treat.
Yo, he put on that. Yo, he put on that big ass show. Big ass show, yo. That was a show. I ain't gonna lie. Them tears don't seem authentic or genuine. I mean, the camera's rolling, so he decided to perform. Yo, that was a performance, man. He put on a performance to get the job. Only to get the job and get taken down by a fucking white girl that was on his staff somehow. And I think he's married too, man. Shorty fucked that money up. Big time. My thing is, right? Yo, what is it going to take? Man, Chicago. Yo, what is it going to... How many more circumstances do we need or examples black men need? Black men in position. You know, black men in some type of authority need before they realize, like, yo, maybe we should leave these white girls alone, man. I mean, maybe we need to keep them over there while we play over here, yo, because it ain't like every time this is the result. You know, look what happened with Shannon Sharp, man. Shannon Sharp retired the OnlyFans model, man. She was 18, 19 years old. Ain't never got to work again. You know what I mean? Thanks to Shay. Now, this girl is ready to be in a similar type situation. Like, this Michigan coach, I don't even know his name. But yo, he's ready to lose everything. Everything. He's ready to get divorced, more than likely. His wife is gonna take everything. He lost his job. I think his job was 5 years, $25 million. That's down the drain. The girl that he was having an affair with, she raised to probably him and the university. All because he couldn't handle himself, man. Wonder how she tricked him, man. She probably seduced him.
Michigan athletics than John U. Bacon. He's a Michigan historian, also a best-selling author. By the way, his new book, Gales of November, The Untold Story of the Edmund Fitzgerald, is going to be number 7 on the New York Times bestsellers list, the 6th consecutive week of being on that list. John, congratulations. I know you're very busy on that book tour, so thanks for carving out some time with us here to talk about this situation at Michigan. John, first and foremost, what do we know right now? Why is Sharon Moore at the Washtenaw County Jail?
Well, to work it backwards, he and his employee at the Michigan football building were investigated by the University of Michigan this summer. Both denied any relationship. But that story changed yesterday morning when she went on the Hill, as we say, the administration office, with the receipts, the text messages, the emails, documents, and so on, laying out the details of their relationship and the conflicts thereof. And that, of course, resulted in Sharon Moore being fired. The Regents and the president had enough. Ward Manuel himself fires Sharon Moore sometime after noon yesterday, one-on-one in their office. After that, this is where we're getting to your part. He broke into the employee's home in Pittsfield Township, which is between Ann Arbor and Saline, Michigan. Grabbed a knife, apparently, and threatened to harm her and harm
God
himself,
damn.
and that's
Ain't
became
jail.
into protective custody.
Yo, he'll never get another job again, man. Like, yo, this is an epic crash out. Like, epic.
In Michigan. So that's where that one stands.
And John, you have reported as well that right now, currently, he is being surrounded by mental health professionals as well. Is that where we sit right now?
That's correct, and should be, obviously. So that is obviously a serious matter. The next matter for Michigan, of course, is going to be the status of athletic director Ward Manuel, because they're going to need to hire a football coach. It will not be internal. There's no one prepared on the staff right now for that role. If they go externally, then you need an athletic director to hire that person. The question is, will that be Ward Manuel or somebody else? So all this is happening very fast.
So let me ask you about Ward Manuel. For a lot of people that I talk to, I know a lot of people that you talk to, this did not seem to be such a surprise about this alleged relationship. What did the Michigan Athletic Department know and when? What did Ward Manuel know and when? And this is a long history now of problems with the Michigan Athletic Department, whether it be football or basketball or hockey. Several investigations, firings, allegations. What's next for Ward Manuel? Where does the Board of Regents go next? What are they working on today?
I guarantee they're working on those two issues. Who knew what and when? I guess I'll say this much in defense of the university. They did have the investigation internally this summer, and if both parties say there's nothing happening, there's not a lot else they can do other than respond to rumors. But now they brought in a Washington, D.C. law firm, one of the white shoe law firms, as they say, to investigate the entire department and what's happened to the entire department. That is going to be a very serious report, external, third-party course, and that will have a lot to say, I'm sure, about Ward Manuel's future. So they are meeting, I'm sure, by phone and elsewhere.
He got tricked out the
talking right
streets.
now about Ward Manuel's future.
He started having an affair with one of his employees, and they was investigating the affair the whole time. People, they was denying it. So what the university decided to do was tell him to fire the girl. Once he fired the girl went to the university with receipts, text messages, maybe videos, maybe some audio, and found out that he was having an affair with this girl. So then he gets fired. So what he decides to do after that is to break into with a knife, threatening to kill him. So then he got locked up for that. But this is a married man as well. I mean, he married to a white woman. So there you have it. You feel like his whole life just crumbled in a matter of fucking days or months.
And the future of the football program as well. So these are both up in the air right now. I've been hearing these rumors based on the employee's report yesterday. Things have changed quite dramatically. Sharon Moore is out of a job, and I doubt he'll ever be coaching football again.
John, you baked in, again, perhaps nobody more dialed into the Michigan Athletic Department in this situation. John, I just want to ask you about the details that you had laid out for us as to allegedly what happened last night. Do we expect charges for Sharon Moore in this case?
I don't think there's any way to avoid that. I know this is a relationship. However, once you break and enter someone's home, and it involves potential threats, and I'm hesitant always.
That's against the law, yo. That's against the code of ethics. You can't have sex with your subordinates. And I think he supposed to give us some type of raise too. Can't do that in the workplace, man. It's called quid pro quo.
Everything. But no, I'm very confident the police are investigating this right now, and charges are.
John, what changed? Do we know script flipped for the person in this matter?
Great question, and I've got partial answers to that, but none right now I can share with authority. Not because I'm trying to hide or protect anybody. We can certainly assume, Ryan, that from the investigation this summer, when both parties said no how and no way, and yesterday morning when she came with the receipts, as I said, lock, stock, and barrel, to exactly the person you're supposed to take it to, the general counsel and the administrators.
Yeah, but this is the thing, yo. Why is she coming? Like, she came with the receipts. This is the white girl shit. Yo, why did she come with the receipts, man? Like, you had the affair with this man. You was on the staff. You end up getting fired. Why he had to get fired too? Like why the fuck? Like, this is the white. This is what I'm saying. He got Snow Bunny, man. From take Umar Johnson. This is prime example Snow Bunny. Like, why did she had to come with the receipts? Both of y'all denied the allegations. You end up getting fired. Now he got to get fired too. Like, oh, that's fucking crazy, man.
Clearly, something has soured between those two to make her do this. Now, what that was is open to speculation, but clearly there was not a healthy relationship in any way at that point. So, and of course, got almost tragic last night.
Finally, John, what about the players? Do we know anything about the players? There's a bowl game on December 31st. Biff Poggi is going to be the interim coach. Do these players enter the portal? What is their mindset right now with the lack of any answers regarding the program?
Well, you'd have to ask, of course, the players, and there are 120 of them or so they might all have different answers. But certainly what happens in these situations, especially this tumultuous and this sudden and frankly this unexpected on the grand scale. I'm sure some will leave, some will stay, but probably most of them are going to wait around. I'm willing to bet you're going to find, and I've got this on pretty good authority actually, they're going to hire a coach within 5 to 10 days. Now, whether they hire an AD before that or not, I don't know. But that's going to be a relatively fast process. And if that goes as fast as I've been told it's supposed to go, then the players are far more likely to stay. If it drags out, then they're far more likely to leave because these players have offers.
John, who will hire that next head coach?
That is the biggest question right now, and I don't know. It depends on what the regions and the president decide about Ward Manuel's future. It's not the first time that his leadership has been called into question, but by the same token, he's won a whole lot of Big Ten titles, record a year, 2 years ago, and they're making big money. Those are obviously factors, but those should not be the only factors. And as you said, the hockey program, the basketball program, now the football program have all fired coaches in scandal. So how much of that can you take?
John, I cannot thank you enough for carving out some time. I know you are on this book tour, and again, congratulations for all the success of Gales of November, the untold story of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Again, number 7 on the New York Times bestsellers list, 6 consecutive.
We don't care about that. See him in all his endeavors, man. So he goes to it's a recording of him threatening to kill himself. They got released as well.
We begin at 5 with live pictures here of the Washtenaw County Jail in Ann Arbor. Sharon Moore, the former coach.
Now he fired himself, yo. You can't. I can't say. Yo, you can't fuck with your subordinates, man. You can't do that. In the workplace, in any workplace, if you are a leader of a program, if you the head coach, you can't be fucking with the trainers. I mean, that's just how that goes. Now I know it happens. I mean, act like that shit don't happen and it's not common. But you know, when you move like that, you subject yourself to this as a possibility. I'm sure he knew that going in. I mean, he knew that shit going in, man. Like, it ain't that serious, man. Look, you talking about $5 million? Like, yo, that having sex with that girl was worth $5 million. I think it was $5 million a year, wasn't it? I think it's $25 million. Oh, how much did he get signed for? How much did the Michigan football head coach get signed for?
Sharon Moore, the Michigan football coach, signed a 5-year contract. His first-year compensation totaled $5.5 million, including a base salary and additional payments.
All right, so he signed a 5-year contract in early 2024 with a base salary of $500,000 and $5 million in additional compensation in the first year, totaling $5.5 million in a year, with annual 2% increases and significant bonuses for championships. And they're not required for a buyout. The buyout would have been $8.7 million. Like, yo, come on, bro. Like, yo, that shit was dumb as a motherfucker, man. Like, yo, you want to fuck that girl that bad? Like, see, this is the idiotic part. Like, yo, we got too many examples for niggas to still go like this. Like, Shannon Sharp, the most recent one, Shannon Sharp had to get that girl about $20 million, man. You feel? He had to get that girl a 20 ball or something like that. She retired. The OnlyFans account is closed. She never, maybe 10 years from now. You feel me? 10 years from now, when the money start drying up, she might post another one. But at least for the foreseeable future, she is retired, man. Salute to Shannon Sharp. This girl ready to retire too. What's up, Sunshine? This girl ready to retire too.
Of the winningest program in college football history is in custody in the jail right here. Tonight, we dig into unheard 911 dispatch audio and what this saga could mean for the future of this storied program.
50 million,
right
god
off the
damn.
top here at 5, the Washtenaw County prosecutor expects to appear tomorrow.
But right now, we don't know what the timeline of the last 24 hours. So late yesterday afternoon, Moore was told he was being dismissed. Then at 4:10 p.m., an alleged assault was reported in Pittsfield Township.
The announcement of his firing came at 4:45. Then at 7:15 came the announcement of his arrest in Saline.
We've got this story covered on all angles tonight. Hobie Artigue is gathering information into who could be Michigan's next head football coach, and Amaya Kuznicki is following the fallout on campus, including what could come next.
So let's begin. Start things off with Erica Erickson. She's live at the Washtenaw County Jail with new information on the criminal case here.
Well, as you were saying, this all went down just 24 hours ago. We just got our hands on some of that 911 dispatch audio that started, we'll say, around 4 o'clock. Take a listen.
Subject just called the caller, told her there's a male patient, and now attacking her. He's been stalking her for months.
That's just part of dispatch audio relaying a 911.
Now he's for months. Like, you know, I'm trying to tell you, this nigga still, he damn shorty. Now he attacked her and stalked her for months. Nobody ain't even touched that girl, man. But she know that's all she got to say. They get the SWAT team up there. Bitch, SWAT team probably was there, man. They probably had snipers on the roof. They probably was coming out of helicopters. I'm trying to tell you. White woman in distress. All she had to say. And police was everywhere, man. FBI, CIA, special units, all that shit. Army brigade, U.S. military. Like, they always there, man.
One call coming in from this Pittsfield Township apartment complex.
She's on the phone. I just heard the caller and then ran through the knife down.
The audio from around 4 o'clock. Former Michigan football coach Sharon Moore fired. University sending out a statement saying he'd been fired due to an inappropriate relationship with a staff member.
He calls S1's wife in Ann Arbor saying that the subject is suicidal, leaving his job today.
A source tells NBC Sports Thursday the university had allegedly been alerted prior to Wednesday that Moore had been dealing with, quote, mental health issues. But athletic director Ward Manuel allegedly fired Moore, quote, alone with no HR rep and no security present. Moore still in protective custody at the Washtenaw County Jail. Pittsfield Township Police investigating the alleged assault. No charges officially filed.
Sharon Moore, man, he was given a job he probably would otherwise not have gotten as Jim Harbaugh's assistant. Both Jim Harbaugh and Ward Manuel, the athletic director, believe that he was the guy for the job. But it's a lucky break, a huge break. And here he has squandered all of it. Absolutely all of it.
Local 4 catching up with attorney Joseph Simon, who we believe may be representing the former coach. He only says,
I'm not even confirming I'm representing him. I don't have any comments for you, okay?
Really active situation. The prosecutor's office says while this is a very active investigation, they still say Moore is expected to be arraigned, although not officially charged yet. He is expected to be arraigned here in Washtenaw County tomorrow.
Yo, she not even. I think I got. On Instagram they posted a picture of the girl. Like motherfuckers be just. Shit, they could have gave me that job. I wouldn't have touched that girl. Give me the job of the coach. But we might have been losing, but you wouldn't have to worry about that shit. She was fucking crazy. The Bobby Murder got beat up in Minnesota. Y'all saying that?
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
They done jumped on Bobby. Man, security ain't shit. That's Bobby right there.
Oh, shit!
Yo, security ain't shit, man. He might as well hire Jane Deal. I mean, if you want to go and get protected, you might as well boy Jane Deal old ass of that bitch. He ain't protected nothing.
I just beat Bobby in this bitch. Huh?
Yeah, he tell he lumped up.
You just fucked up the whole program.
Yeah, your shit lumped up. That niggas out throwing Bobby, man. All right, let me see if I can find a picture of this girl that the coach was cheating with. I know I got it. Pretty sure I did. Might gotta go down some. We gotta watch that Pooh Shiesty interview too. I don't know how many people saying it. No, I got that shit. Did y'all see this? Google has agreed to pay Latino employees a $20 million settlement as long as they did not allow black employees to be included. This is a real lawsuit, y'all. Right? I know I got a picture. Shit was a couple days ago. Here she go. Home invasion, stalking, breaks in NY, having an affair with. Come on, bro. I think this the assistant right here. Stupid. Here she go. Young girl. Crashed him out. Yep. He got snow buddy twice. Your Ray gets snow buddy twice. Cause she Ray walk away with a bag. She already got his ass booked. His wife Ray walk away with a bag. I wouldn't be surprised this nigga be smoking crack by next week. You heard me? You don't be surprised if you're in the Michigan area. If you see my man outside smoking crack soon. I'm trying to tell you. He gonna be like Delonte West. not laughing at Delonte West situation. But yo, I just don't understand these guys, man. Like, yo, I don't get it. I do not get it. Is that a white girl is that irresistible to some black man, yo? Like, I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. But don't be surprised you catch the man outside, man. Yeah, I can't wait to hear Ubar speak on it. He probably did already. We gonna check to see if Ubar spoke on it, so we can get a good laugh out of his ass. Cause he like.
Take me through that. Take me through that.
Oh, that's the girl right there. Using $30 million, man. He was gonna make. Damn, shorty. I ain't never gonna get over that. The wife. So he got a white girl problem anyway. They both ready to eat. You heard me? They might as well link up. The wife and the missus at this point might as well be best friends. They can get the same lawyer. Might as well. Cause he's a dumbass. Stupid. I think Shannon Sharp goofy ass spoke on it. Hold on, get the Shannon Sharp. They got a video of him of his arrest or his hearing. They might be cousins. Yeah, he done, yo. He wrong. That he just fucked his whole life up. That fast, yo. It's a prime example, yo, how one bad choice, yo, can fuck you over. Look at my man, yo.
Stalking and breaking and entering the university.
Check my man out, man. That man just was the motherfucking head coach. Hold up, yo, where from? Oh, shit, I done lost it. Hold up. My man went from this. Oh, shit. Check my man out, yo. My man went from this. And man, it went from this to this. God damn, shorty. How the fuck you let that happen, yo? Just check him out, man. Having the time of his life. Got the wife, the kids. Yeah, man. Got the little mixed breed kids running around. Yeah, man. Got the whole gang in the back. Now he out this bitch in the motherfucking butt naked room. With a white jumpsuit on, cause he in a motherfucking sword. He on a suicide deck.
Arrested. Now we have learned that he's facing 3 charges: home invasion, stalking, and breaking and entering the university relationship. Listen in.
It's a hefty ass
light of
count.
the fashion that gives rise to these charges, my best understanding from a thorough review of the police report and as much body-worn camera as I've had an opportunity to review is that I understand that our victim broke up. They had an intimate relationship for a number of years, defendant and victim. That our victim broke up with this defendant on Monday morning early. That there continued to be defendant making numerous phone calls and sending numerous texts from that time moving forward that she did not answer, did not respond to, did not want. That eventually she presented herself to the University of Michigan, cooperated in some form of investigation there.
She poured a Joy Taylor on her. Remember Joy was going to do that to the exec at FS1? When the girl asked her, like, what you gonna do if they find out? Shit, I'm just gonna say he pressured me. Like, this is why you don't fuck with your subordinates, man. That's the go-to. And you can't really disprove it. There's no way he can really disprove that she wasn't pressured. He just gotta face it. Knowing he been lied on, and the odds are stacked up against him. All he can do is accept the shit because he made a bad decision.
As we all now know, defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors, and began to threaten his own life. I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. You ruined my life. And a series of very, very...
No. Yo, you ruined your life, bro. You ruined your life. Like, yo, niggas don't be taking no account. Yo, he ruined his own life, man. Because you should have known better. Niggas be stupid.
Threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to call the police, and then he left. And so, Your Honor, while I understand that there isn't evidence to suggest that he directly threatened the victim with any of those implements that I indicated,
Yo, it don't matter, yo. Like, it don't matter if it's a white girl. SWAT was already there at that point. I mean, they already had the helicopters and them niggas coming down on ropes on the roof by then. You feel me? Well, let me go back. I must have missed I don't think I thought he had scissors too. Hold up.
Light of the factual scenario that gives rise to these charges, my best understanding from a thorough review of the police report and as much body-worn camera as I've had an opportunity to review is that I understand that our victim broke up. They had an intimate relationship for a number of years, defendant and victim. That our victim broke up with this defendant on Monday morning early. That there continued to be defendant making...
Yo, so he broke up with her. And then that's what she decided to do what she did. Damn. That's vicious, man. She broke up with him. So everything was cool. Mind you, he was married. So I don't know what the fuck. Ain't no telling what he was telling her. Let's say that. But the minute he said, you know what? I can't do it no more, man. I can't do it. You know, I got too much on the line. You know, my wife is suspicious. You know, the university down my back. I gotta end it. She said, all right. I got something for your motherfucking ass. She goes to the university with proof. And in 24 hours, now he at our house with a butter knife threatening to harm himself. Man, this shit crazy, man. Oh, I think OJ was innocent.
Numerous phone calls and sending numerous texts from that time moving forward that she did not answer, did not respond to, and did not want. That eventually she presented herself to the University of Michigan, cooperated in some form of investigation there. As we all now know, defendant was at some point on Wednesday afternoon fired from his employment. He then, at some point soon thereafter, came to her apartment in the address that is alleged in the complaint, barged his way into that apartment, immediately then proceeded to a kitchen drawer, grabbed several butter knives and a pair of kitchen scissors,
how the fuck. Yo, I don't know how I missed the butter knife part, yo. Yo, he went and grabbed some butter knives. Like, yo, come on, bro. You better off not even doing that shit. No, he just made a bad situation worse. So let's let's get all the let's get the circumstances correctly, right? Michigan investigated this man over the summertime for an inappropriate relationship with the girl. They both denied it at the time. Monday morning, he decides to break it off. The girl break off the relationship. That same day, not a minute sooner or later, the same day, she said, "You know what? Fuck that. You think you ready to separate from me? Hell no. You ready to go down." She decides to go to the university, takes him down. Within the next couple hours of being fired, he goes to the house, breaks into our house, grab the butter knife and some scissors. You can't forget, we don't know if the scissors were dull or sharp. They could have been a safety guard scissors. We don't know. Just some scissors. And with a butter knife, threatened to kill herself. And she was in such fear of the butter knife and what he was going to do to herself with it, she ended up calling the police. Yo, this is crazy, man. This is out of control.
And began to threaten his own life. "I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands."
He was killing
Ruined
himself.
my life. And a series of very, very threatening, intimidating, terrifying, quite frankly, statements and behaviors there in that apartment. It was only then, Your Honor, when the victim, she called her attorney and then at some point indicated she was going to call the police, and then he left. And so, Your Honor, while I understand that
She called her attorney before she called the police?
That he directly threatened the victim with any of those implements that I've indicated, the totality of the behavior is highly threatening and highly intimidating. She was terrorized.
Oh, I bet the fuck she was.
Mr. Moore, could you state your name, please?
Bet she was terrified. This nigga look pitiful.
Sir, you are not to use alcohol, marijuana, or any other controlled substance that is not prescribed to you.
Probably
You are
is.
not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. You are not to engage in criminal conduct of any kind whatsoever.
Yeah, they was the safety guard ones you buy your kids
You
for
may
school.
not leave the state of Michigan without permission of the court. Prior to your release, you'll be placed on a GPS tether. You will not be released before a GPS tether is placed upon you.
God, Daddy got the man on
You must
GPS.
continue all mental health treatment as a condition of
Yeah, she
your
put them
bond.
together. You know she put them together, yo. Yo, this is her plot from the fucking beginning, yo. That's what I'm saying. Nigga be so stupid. Yo, this is her plot from the beginning. Just like it was the girl that did the shit to Shannon Sharp plot from the beginning. They know the law on their side. They know if it ever gets bad, I got this motherfucking 8-ball in the corner pocket. You heard me? I got this motherfucking wild card over here that I'm willing to drop at any given moment. Why niggas don't know that? She lined them up. Like you said, she called her lawyer first. So this was already in the works. I'm gonna get his ass. He better not ever cut me out. He better not even tell me no. You heard me? If he'd have told her no too aggressively or at the wrong time, she'd have did this shit to this man, yo. But ultimately, it's his fault. Because you should already know this.
The named victim in this case will not be placed on the record. You may not have contact with that individual. That means no calling, no writing, no video chatting, no texting, no emailing. Any other form of contact can possibly test.
You won't contact her,
No
watch.
one in the should they do so. And again, if no one thinks that they're going to, you may not reply in any form or fashion. Named victim's address will not be placed on the record. You may not go to that location for any reason whatsoever. Are we understood on the no contact and no go to, sir? If you have any questions about that, you have a good attorney, simply ask them. You understand?
This is sad.
Bond will be set in the amount of $25,000 cash surety, as requested by the prosecution's office. This court does not determine innocence or guilt. This court determines flight risk and community safety. The court finds with these conditions in place, it has been met. Mr. Simon, we are setting probable cause conference.
They'll just do his whole life away.
At this
God
time
dang.
for January 8th, due to the holidays and scheduling. Is that a good court date for you?
Shaq, you've been covering this for days. We learned a lot in that hearing from the prosecutor. I was summing it up before you came outside, but this is a lot of new information about this relationship that we didn't know before.
Yeah. Absolutely, and it kind of backs up the timeline a little bit. You know, this all started, we were caught wind of this on Wednesday, of course, when we first heard from the university about his firing. But based on what the prosecution was saying, this is something that dates back to Monday, when apparently a relationship between the former coach of Michigan football and an unnamed woman, by design, an unnamed woman broke up. And according to the prosecutor, that's what led to this series of stalking, a lot of text messages and phone calls. And then after apparently she went to the university on Wednesday, that's when
fuck happened. No, that's not how that happened. Threatening that girl after she started threatening to expose his ass. That's what happened. You know, why he not gonna cut her off, then threaten her? You know, let's get the narrative right. He cut her off, and she threatened that she was gonna ruin him. That's when he started threatening her. Come on, man. Use your brain, my nigga. You ain't gotta always stay on script.
Showed up at her house again, according to the prosecutors. Now, the defense in this in that hearing, you mentioned, they said they weren't able to review the police body camera video. They weren't able to review the police report. So we didn't get any response or rebuttal to the facts that were laid out by the prosecutors. I believe actually the attorneys are speaking right now, so we'll see if they have any update or what they're saying in response to the allegations that are being made. But I think the big thing is we know that this did not start on Wednesday. We can even say it really didn't start on Monday, but really it was an extended relationship, a romantic relationship that ended up, in the words of the prosecutors, violently.
Yeah, and to that point, Shaq, I think we heard the defense side say, I wrote down, I have no ability to respond.
You got leverage. You go about it however you want to go about it. Yo, he should have never been intertwined with this girl at all. Because the leverage is going to be on her side. She's his subordinate, you know. He's her boss. So she got all the leverage. At any given moment, she could have used it. At any given moment, yo. Like I said, he could have told her no. And she could have pulled this move and everything would have went the same exact way. The best way to avoid these situations is don't put yourself in them. Don't put yourself in them. If that girl was to seduce me and I was in that position, man, I went so fucking far away from that girl. Yo, he just threw away potentially $30 million, man, that he's never going to get again. He's never getting it again. Now, if it was just this scandal, he might could have got an opportunity and worked his way back up. But being as though it's the scandal and done, man. He done. He'll never be another fucking college football coach again in his life. Unless he go D3.
Representations, because he was just hearing them for the first time, it sounded like. Danny, let me bring you back in and keep Shaq here too. This is startling, and for this football program and for this university, Shaq.
I don't know if they ever going to learn.
Very big story. It's going to
put this on all African men, you know, because I know better. You know, I don't. What the fuck? I don't. What the fuck? I don't buddy hop. You feel me? But for these guys who got positions of power, I don't know if they're ever gonna learn. Because if you haven't learned by now, I think it's safe to say that they won't never learn. To be honest.
the future potentially of the football program. There are people out there, seniors in high school, who I know you were saying to us this morning, there may be some who won't show
Yeah,
up.
it was. That's what I'm saying. It was no way to cut her off. That's what I'm saying. The only way I can answer that, Ricky, is he shouldn't have never been in it, because once he in it, he done. Once you in a position of power, once you're a black man in a position of power, and you start dealing with a white girl that's under you, you are done. Now, it don't always go that way, you know, but the potential of it going that way is so severe, it make you question why put yourself in that situation. You understand what I'm saying? Just the potential of what could happen if I decide to cut her off for anything. It's like, yo, it ain't even worth it, yo. You gonna lose. You gonna lose. No, he ain't cheat by himself, yo, but it's not about him cheating. It's about the fact that he was dealing with a person under him. Yo, you can't do that in the workforce. Managers and supervisors can't be dealing with employees, yo. It's called quid pro quo, yo. It's against the law. It's against the law in the work field. You know, jobs are regulated under federal law, state law. It's against the law. He know this. You know, they teach you that when you sign on to any job or position of power.
The university because of this. It could affect them pretty gravely.
Without a doubt. I mean, this is one of the most storied football franchises, college football franchises in history. You know, we go back and, we go back to the sign stealing scandal that was talked about. This is a program that has really dealt its share of hits. And, you know, our team was on campus yesterday talking to students, talking to teachers, and they're really rocked by this. This is a shocking allegation. There was a lot of commentary about the facts that were there that were laid out before we even heard what the prosecutors had to say. But this is something that's going to continue to ripple out across the university. And then you mentioned the impact this is going to have on the future program. We know that the football team does have that Citrus Bowl game, but this is something that people are going to look at for weeks to come, especially when you talk about prospects. USA Today reporting this. A high school senior who withdrew his letter of intent to come to the University of Michigan. They were attributing that to his high school coach. So is that the first of many? Is that just one-off there? That is a question that will remain to be seen. But this is definitely shocking. The campus is definitely shocking the Ann Arbor community.
Yeah, and Chuck, I do want to mention quickly that also we heard mention of his mental health and having a mental health evaluation.
No, not as a black man. The car's on her side. The car's on her side. No, Dave. No, not this type of situation, yo. Yo, because this is stupidity, bro. I mean, this is stupidity. Like, yo, we got a million examples, bro. Like, yo, that's the part I can't get over. And we have a million examples of what happens when you do this. Probably, if at least 100. You feel me? 100 parts. I mean, that you can, like, it's too many examples of black men being taken down by white women. Look at Diddy. Diddy's the fucking same. Like yo, a black girl would have never did the Diddy. What those other girls did, what Cassie did, what the other black woman never did no shit like that, man. After she got paid, they ain't getting paid, they ain't testifying on you. So I got paid, I want nothing to do with that shit. I'm good. You feel me? They not coming to court and then trying to send you to prison for the rest of your fucking life, man. But these white women will, because they don't have no connection to you like that. They don't give a fuck about, you know, the odds you had to beat and how you got in the position. None of that shit matters to them. You know, all they looking at is the bag. Right, take his ass down. Fuck yo. And that's what happened. And it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to happen and to these guys.
Someone who, both these people were in great distress when this all happened on Wednesday. Anyone out there is listening and is having any troubles, the 988 Suicide Lifeline number is always available.
That man wasn't trying to commit no suicide. His ass was bluffing. He tried to show it when he first got his name. That's the fuck his ass did. Put on the fucking show. Check about putting on the show again real quick. You'll put a show. What the fuck? Check my bad out. Oh yeah, definitely.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts.
Check them out, y'all.
What does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man.
Fucking love you, man. Like a white boy himself.
This is for you.
See, yo, this one of them guys, right? He thought he was white. Yeah, man. He thought he forgot. I think he one of them guys that forgot, man. He one of them guys that forgot. Thought he was in. These guys fucking love me, man. Love you guys. Check them out.
Sure, what does it mean to you?
I want to thank the Lord. I want to thank Coach Harbaugh. Fucking love you, man. I love the shit out of you, man. This is for you. For this university, the president, our AD. We got the best players, best university, best alumni in the country. Love you guys. These fucking guys right here. These guys right here, man. These guys did it. These guys did it, man. Talk to him, man. Love you.
Thank you, Coach.
God damn. So, it's really not funny, though, to be honest. It's really sad. It's really sad, yo.
A shock in the world of college football. The University of Michigan head coach.
His life is over. His football life, his football career, probably his marriage. Like, yo, it's going to take, yo, probably another 20 years, yo, to rebuild itself back up from the situation. Because the lawsuits ain't even come yet. You know she ready to sue the fuck out of him. You know she ready to sue the shit out of him. Oh, yeah. He thought he was one of them.
To win on the road in this environment when there were doubts.
I think Shannon Sharp, dumbass, spoke on this, which is crazy. Because he found himself in the same situation. He gave some advice. Let's check out Shannon Sharp's advice. Oh, Uncle Shay Shay. It's what Uncle Shay Shay told him. These motherfuckers in this goddamn.
Hello, it's your favorite sports thunk here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the fastest growing community on YouTube. Remember, Nightcap doesn't happen without you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Ocho cry. Ocho in a stunner. Michigan has fired his head coach Sharon Moore. According to reports by Dan Weissel and Adam Schefter, Pete Thamel added that the fine will be for cause. Michigan Athletic Director Wardy Manuel said in a statement that Moore was fired after an internal investigation revealed credible evidence of an inappropriate relationship with a staff member, which is a violation of university policy. Moore took over the full-time job from Jim Harbaugh to go to coach the Chargers in 2024 after the Wolverines won the national championship. Remember, he felt when Harbaugh was suspended, he was the offensive coordinator.
We clear. Let me know.
Head coach, and that's how he parlayed that into the job.
Let me know if we don't get clear, y'all. Y'all know how this should be sometimes.
Michigan knew about the Moore situation for a while and eternally waited after the signing day period to take action, according to Josh Pate. Pate claims insiders have been expecting the job to come open for now. Michigan has likely already engaged in potential candidates. Ocho, Sharon Moore, it's alleged, it's being reported that someone was on the staff. Yes. Elevated to his executive assistant, ended up having a relationship with her.
He hired her, gave her more money too. Another violation. He just fucked that money up, man. Shouldn't have hired her for, man. He should have fired. If you was gonna fuck with this girl, you should just fired off before anything happened. Just fire her ass straight up. He could have saved himself. He could have saved his job, man. He could have saved his job just by firing her in the beginning. If he was gonna fuck with her, I mean, fire. Pay a couple of dollars. Could have paid her salary, whatever she was making pre-firing. You could have just paid her that for her silence post-firing. You probably never had to go through none of this shit. Because it wouldn't have been illegal. It wouldn't have been a issue with the school. Would have been a school issue. Could have kept your job, man. You probably could at least, salvage your job.
If I'm not mistaken.
Or if he couldn't even salvage his job,
kids, 2, 3 kids.
He probably could at least got brought out his contract. That way he'd still got his money. Now he ain't even ready to get his money he was promised.
We saw a situation with Ime Udoka.
Now hell yeah, this bad.
We saw a situation with Mel Tucker. It's happened. I think Rick Pitino had a situation like that. I think Bobby Petrino had a situation like that. What are your thoughts on Joe?
I mean,
then I go to you, Joe.
You got to be careful. You got to be mindful. Obviously, at some point, when you're in positions of power, you almost somewhat feel invincible. Taking advantage and abusing that power, that said power, for those that work with you or part of an entity that you're a part of, and you think you're safe.
Yeah.
You think you're safe. You take all the right steps, you do all the right measures to ensure your safety, and that individual does hoping everything they can to make sure to protect you. And what you guys have, for some reason, every time a situation like this does happen where you think nobody could be able to pull back the covers or the layers on what you have going on, it always gets out every time. But there's so many stories of these type of situations happening. It's sad that it's come to this. Wife, family, embarrassment that they have to deal with. The young lady who's also a part of them, they're gonna have to deal with.
Correct.
And it kind of sucks. It sucks real bad on both ends for both parties that are involved.
Joe,
I don't think there's a way you can feel safe in a situation like this. Like, it's
That's what I
almost
was
like
saying.
looking over your shoulder every time.
That's exactly what I was saying. Like, yo, he was destined to lose. Yo, you just don't put yourself in a situation. Yo, you're going into the situation at a subordinate. You're destined to lose, man. That's why I can't feel sorry for him, because he's supposed to know this.
At some point, maybe some guys don't get caught, but more times than not, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough situation, bro. You gotta have the discipline. You gotta lead by example. You lead men, so you want to be an example to them, leading the right way, and to have this, it's just unfortunate, bro.
I think the thing is that all the situations that you've heard, you never think a situation like this can happen to you, even though you're doing what you've heard of.
I don't know why.
Nah, this gonna be different. She ain't like that. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna get out. Don't nobody know but her. Blah, blah, blah.
All right, that just sounds stupid.
And I can imagine 6-7 months ago, I went through something very similar. So I know what that storm is like.
Yes, man, right? Can't have business in company. You want to talk about it?
That's why when people say, this is what I would do, you don't know what you do until you in it. Until you in that, until you in the eye of the storm.
Yes, sir.
Until you in. Ocho, you and I have had a conversation. So
yes,
I know. Mm-hmm. To be in that storm, and to know everybody know everything, everything that you worked your entire life for.
Yeah.
You feel it like it's crumbling right before your eyes.
It's gone.
Yeah. And the only people that's going to be there, the only, is going to be a select few. It's going to be a select few. That's the hardest part. I mean, everybody. Look, it's kind of it. Look, and I understand the situation, but if you're married and you engage in an inappropriate relationship, why would you do that? You married. And see, everybody always say, well, "Why would you do that? Why would you do that?"
Hey man, you
Well,
better
if
take
you
money
thought you was
find you
gonna
real
get
far,
caught, if you
man.
thought something was gonna go wrong, you wouldn't do it.
Right.
The same reason you speed. If you thought you was gonna get caught, you think you would speed? No. Unless you're a kleptomaniac, you're not gonna steal. You know, klepto just can't happen. But some people don't. You don't shoplift. You don't steal stuff if you think you'll get caught. That's why a lot of people, most robberies happen at when? At night. You got the veil of darkness. Because I don't want to get caught. I don't want to be seen. The same thing while you creep. Most times, when the creeping take place? At night.
Right.
Boy, college professor told me, he said the night has 1,000 eyes. And on most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
Oh yeah, I'm writing that down, boy. That's a good one there, boy.
Damn.
Say the night has 1,000 eyes?
On most nights it has 1,002 because somebody sees you.
I don't want to sleep
I
about
don't
that
know
shit.
when I'm gonna be able to use that in conversation.
That shit was not impressive. What the fuck is you talking about? That nigga Ocho Cinco a bluffing motherfucker, boy. Yo, somebody write that down. You probably ain't even gonna remember it if the time ever comes when you can repeat it. This nigga funny as shit.
And then the other reports that came out that he was arrested and things that, some things escalated.
Damn.
That old hoo-ha, boy.
Hey.
It's undefeated.
Yeah.
Lord.
Hey,
Think about Samson and Delilah, David and Bathsheba.
It made a fool of us all, though. At some point. In some way, shape, form, or fashion.
All right, man. Enough's enough. Y'all ain't even saying nothing. That shit fucked up, though, yo. Dang, shorty. Epic fail. Epic fail. Has Michigan ever had a black head coach? Let's see. Has Michigan ever had a black head coach before, y'all? He done fucked it up for the next day. They probably never hired another one. Has Michigan ever had a black NCAA football head coach?
I got the latest for Michigan, Coach Moore. The first headline from NBC News on MSN.com is Michigan fires head football coach for inappropriate relationship with staff member.
He was a rare black head coach at the top of the sport. Dang, sure, you fucked it up for the next black man. Won't be another one. Fuck around his dumb ass. They probably not want to be the head coach to begin with. He just made it easy for us. He just made it easy for him. Yeah, I'm sure he was the first. Damn. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. He probably was, man. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if they sent Shorty his way. I would not be surprised. Pooh Shiesty did an interview with XXL. Y'all seen this? I know, y'all. It's just about getting caught. He should have fired that girl, yo. If he wanted to fuck with, he should have fired her first. Before he did anything intimate with that girl, he should have fired her ass. She probably wasn't getting but $40,000 a year. Probably could have just paid her that shit. You know, I'm just saying if that's what he wanted to do. I mean, I think that
I'm here with Double XL, Big Brother.
I think that would have been stupid too. But if it was that irresistible to him, the way as though you could not deny this girl, should have fired her ass and just paid her salary. Save yourself your job.
Feeling good, man. I'm feeling like, a lot of mixed feelings. Happy, same time, like excited, It's a couple different mixed feelings. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot of pressure, but same time, like, it's a lot of, like, anticipation for real, FBO, like, I had to come with this particular song because it's like the message, It fit, like, around a I'm back type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? The thought process on it, like, I really, like, was getting it together as I was in there doing my time, but I couldn't finish it because I'm getting new experiences and I'm going through new things, and so, like, I wrapped it up first day in the studio with everything, the whole coming home experience, and, like, I couldn't rap in the song on how my welcome was when I came home. Yeah, I couldn't put it in there, so I did it when I came home, and everything just hit me, and it came out perfect. My producer, TP, been with me from the start. His first song, my first song was his first beat.
I don't know.
So, it's the chemistry.
I think he's trying to get out the deal.
Shit, the whole world been waiting on this. I can't fumble shit, the whole world been waiting on it. You got disbelievers, and you got strong believers, Like, they been counting on me. They already knew, like, when people doubted, they knew, like, this little dude for real, like, he who he is, so I'm going to produce every time. I can't fumble it. I can't fumble. Couple dudes, like, that was, like, help me with my whole, like, start and how I think and how I look at the music game. So, like, I mentioned Dirk in there, I mentioned Gotti in there, mentioned a couple dudes in there. With this song right here, it's like, anticipate the whole, like, the new, like, revised Pooh Shiesty, like, this how we coming now. It's the energy, the aggression turned up. We dropping more. We finna hit the ground running, 100%. Tour coming. Like, we ready to push, take back over.
Fuck this shit, fucking up.
The new me, for people who may not know, is like the new groove, the more clean version, like the more focused Pooh Shiesty. Clearer vision, I can see clearer now. Like, I got it. It's my second run. Like a second chance, for real. The new energy I'm coming with, this new music, is like, it's like way more turned. Like, I ain't really trying to bring nothing back, but I say it like authenticity. Like, we just gonna stay authentic and keep it original, a one-of-a-kind type of, like, cadence and flow. Most definitely, I'm gonna cater to my fans and my day one supporters, but same time, I'm gonna support the struggle. Like, I'm gonna touch bases on it. Every bar I spit, you gonna be able to, like, I feel that, or I went through that, or he talking about me on this song, but same time, we get more versatile. We switching it up. We going big, if it's a rock song, I'm trying to do a rock song. It don't matter, like country or whatever. Like we touching all bases. Like we're going global. My motivation for this piece of work right here was like, I'm gonna say, you know, the struggle for sure. Like the doubts and the hard times. That's one. You know, like every time I feel like somebody, like, you know, or I'm going through somewhere, I feel like I'm getting counted out or like losing hope. That's really motivation for me. I like the hard times or with me going in like a different type of environment in jail, like being in a hole or whatever. Like I use that as like my best type of time because I'm by myself, alone. I got all day, no distractions. So there's one.
What's the distractions?
Two is new music. Like I keep up with music, like from whoever it is. Like I've been doing this my whole life, like with listening to music. So the new music, new type of flow, the younger artists, the faster ones, smarter ones, you know, they kept me going too. I was doing a lot of writing while in there, so like I got a lot of like notepads, notebooks, raps. Anything I can rap on, an envelope, a shot incident report, a napkin. I got raps on whatever, so, but like my first 3 years of me being in there, I had all my property. Something happened with me having to get shipped to another facility and it started all over. I had to start all the way over and I was just getting pieces of songs from her, putting it together or however it came, but I had to get out to make this first day out, so that made me motivated too. The fan mail, I love the fan mail, especially like I told you, like with the environments it is in jail, like if I'm somewhere else more secluded, like I'm counting on that Monday through Friday to come through. It just keep me going, it just remind me of like you, him, or we love you over here and we listen to you out here, wherever it's at, UK, you know what I'm saying? Like it be hard to believe it sometimes until you really see it because of where we come from. So yeah, they kept me going. I love my fan mail. Oh yeah, I got all my fan mail. I got all of it. It go everywhere I go. See, one thing about like all my raps and things, my property that got lost, they really wasn't supposed to touch my personal papers, but they most definitely did touch my mail because there's no limit on how much you can have. So I got every letter from when the first person wrote me, you know, and I read all of it. I plan on doing something with it in the future, you know. Just gotta stay tuned. My relationship with God and her, it strengthened me and kept me going because like my relationship, my past relationship was
Okay, nobody's
a lot of good habits I picked up in her. Yeah, some I gotta tighten up some more, but you know for sure like working out, there's one. Never worked out before, never. But working there and picking up books, but I read all day long, but knowing how to like choose between rational and irrational decisions, you know, just decision making and thinking before I act, working on my temper. It's a lot of knowing how to communicate. I learned how to communicate better. It's a lot of good things, you know. You can see the good in situations, always some good. Moving forward, like I was saying, like just on moving better in life, like I try like to steer away from them same type of like scenarios. It's like seeing now, like I done saw that one before. Like I done already watched that movie before. I'm already cool on it. You know what I'm saying? So I try to change on my people, places, and things. You know, change up the way I move. I always put like the importance first, like who I am and what I got ahead of me and who I do it for and them situations to where now on my whole left side of my brain, all I can think about is, you know what I'm saying, the unfortunate or, you know what I'm saying, you get what I'm saying, but yeah, we can't go back there. It's real easy to go back. It's super, super hard to get out, so. Back in blood, going 8-time platinum, like how I feel to have that accomplishment, like it's just crazy, cause like 8 so close to You know what I'm saying? This platinum, like, that ain't being done every day. Like, it's a lot of people from where we from that, you know, they go far, but this right there is like, you know, that's crazy. That's a big deal right there, and made a lot of people proud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it still give hope. You know, I want something else that can be like 8 times platinum. Something else that can be like 8 times platinum again. And it's crazy because how this song did, like, we ain't expect it, but at the same time, we knew this was the one. And come from where I'm coming from, police walking past, you know, big brother, push ice on really ice still. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just funny, like, it's good. Like, that was a big point in life right there. It's a hit right there. A memory, I got a little dirt, like, from that video shoot, from the Back in Blood video shooter. It's like, that was my first time being in Chicago with him, too. So, how he move and, like, how he is around, like, his people and how they love him and, you know, how they do for him. I love that. Like, a lot of people don't know, like, their side, you know what I'm saying? Like, how it is with being, like, that deep in the trenches and the respect level so high. It was no incidents involved, no altercations or none of that. And we, like, 150 deep out here. We so deep out here, like, it's crazy. So to see that and the love and how they showed me love, you know what I'm saying? How he treated me and kept me on his hip and, you know, watched out. And, you know, it's just like, oh, yeah, I mess with him, like, for sure. It's deep. I spoke to Dirk, but unfortunately, it was, like, under the circumstances that where we couldn't really just talk like that, because in a minute, he'll be able to talk more, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, I reached out for him. I hit India up, told her she can ask me whatever she need, you know what I'm saying? Tell brother call me every time, like, I'm going to pick up their phone for sure, whatever it is, you know? Yeah, talk to a couple of his partners, motivational words I got for him while he been away, like in the same type of predicament I was just in. I know he at the beginning of his case, like way before he got his time, before he going to court, so I just want him to know, like, just stay focused, you know, keep all the distractions. His main focus right now should be, like, getting back out here, like, you know, stay in that book, order you some books. I recommend one called Busted by the Feds. So he need to get that book for sure. You know what I'm saying? I wrote him a letter right before I came home, like, just like basically on this topic, like, it's crazy that you asked me that question, but, you know, keep his head up, stay motivated. He got the whole world out here, like, he was just winning Grammys before he left, like, come on, get you some more Grammys, like, stay focused, like. It's easy to get caught up in there.
Yeah, I don't know. That shit crazy. Fucking Dirk shit. That got uphill battle. Yo, then we got fucking Davon. You seen it? You seen he try to jump on Chrisean and Cali? I think she held it down. For real. Looked like she beat both the girls on a one-on-one tip. So Blueface talking shit. Don't play with LA gang culture. You will get slapped in your shit for some shit you don't know about. Blueface a clown. He like this shit. Clown ass shit. Yeah, but Chrisean did her thing though. Be honest. I hear these girls talking shit.
Hey, this is no filters. Nobody has no marks on their face, not a scratch.
No,
nothing.
she did not win.
Shit.
How did the clip look? It just looked
Y'all of the fight. That was the ass
had to be there. You had to be there to see it, man.
Thank you.
Nobody got dropped. No, nothing. No, and she did not
She
get
got
jumped.
slapped and you never
Wait.
even fight me.
She did not get jumped, bro. She fought one, and then right when she got done, then I went in. Babe, come on.
Period. And you calling the homies talking about, oh, you want to fight the bitch that slapped you? Bitch, I'm not hiding. We can get that. We can get that. Hey, this is no filters.
I think Chrisean Rock did a hell of a job of defending herself. To be honest, I don't know if I can show y'all the video. Yeah, she said we could squabble. Shorty wasn't scared. I don't know if I can show y'all the fight if you ain't seen it. But I think she handled her business for real. Look like the beat she beat both the girls 1-on-1. Where's the other video at? I know I see that bitch. Oh, that's Bobby Schmurda. But she by herself. Look, she backing Shorty up. That's what I'm saying. She backed both of them up when it came down to a 1-on-1 fight. So I don't understand how they online bragging and people running this narrative like she got treated or something. That's not what I seen. Did y'all see this? What the fuck is the school calling for?
Oh! Oh non, gros! Ouais, mais il y a son pote, il va se faire tirer dessus.
Yeah, so it was a shooting in Australia. A bystander took the gun from the dude. Then he got whacked 100, still not trying to release his paperwork on the Texas case.
Listen, check this out. We back on our paperwork party. You know what I'm saying? We fresh out.
He's not trying to release that paperwork.
That's for everything and everybody who don't show no love. So again, I was requested. Somebody called me and mentioned my Texas case. I put the time and the effort to call my legal, have my legal contact the courts, and an email to mail me hard copies. I converted to PDFs and sent them out. Listen, wacko. Yeah, because I keep hearing too much, and I'm tired of taking the high road. I am not Snoopy badass, bro. When I get to going, it's gonna go. Wacko, it was said that you was found guilty and you had a turn-in party where you was turning yourself in the next day, but only you never turned yourself in. So, like you questioned me about my paperwork, I'm questioning you about yours. We need a case number or we need the paperwork. There's no hard feelings, homie. But all this people saying whack and you saying I'm wacko and this BS you told Adam and people around me I'm working with, that's out. I advise people to stop playing with me. I know too much and I give no fucks. I don't care. So again, wacko, we need your case number.
Man, release the paperwork, Nick.
your case number or your documents. You got at me about my...
Man, release the paperwork, nigga. Should have been released that motherfucking paperwork. Bluffing ass nigga. We know we told in that Texas case, y'all. He got out of the Texas case by telling in the Biggie and Tupac case. That's what happened. He knows it. He just don't want the world to know it. Listen to this conversation that these guys had with Jim Jones. Conversation. No, I ain't no Jim Jones support. I told y'all I ain't no fan. I used to be a fan of his music, so I realized what he was really doing. Jim Jones is part of the problem.
Gorilla's a unicorn.
What unicorn is that?
Huh?
What unicorn?
You don't think Sexy Red's a unicorn?
But when you say unicorn, how are you defining the word unicorn?
A very special person. She's a superhero. She's a rap superhero. Sexy Red's a rap superhero.
So you just
Yo says, look, this is why these guys don't need interviews. This man said Sexy Red was a rap superhero. A rap superhero. Sexy Red with the degeneracy that's coming from her music. Jim Jones classified her as a rap superhero.
By like popularity.
No, I'm going by. I've really been around her and seen what type of superhero.
I get it that we want to support everybody, and you can't knock the hustle. We learned that in the basics.
But that's not supporting everybody. How many other female artists do we support?
At what level do we have responsibility as black people to have better messaging than the shit that we've been conditioned?
If you coming from that angle, then yeah, you can do that angle. But if we coming from the angle of rap, I'm no different than Sexy Red. So you sitting up here and saying I should have had a better message in my rap music.
At some point in time, we gotta hold ourselves accountable, and we gotta hold our culture accountable.
Okay.
A lot of this shit is embarrassing, and it's embarrassing because you're looking at it from a standpoint of like, it's okay not to be a perfect person.
When this girl finds out the power that she has, in one moment she could change black girls' lives.
It's not gonna happen though, Jim. You know that.
Why not?
Because, like I said,
what you just said about me. My aggressive exterior is what people always see.
Yeah.
When I came up, you wouldn't think I'd be here having a podcast doing this with y'all, right? Everybody comes to a moment in life of realization of what they're doing.
Yeah.
My story went from really gang banging to helping that same trajectory to change it.
The problem with that scenario is that you have a legion of people who are not going to grow and have maturation at the same rate that you are. I compare it to like a Lady Gaga. When you remember when she came out, it was all gothic and it was all dark. And then one day she decided, nah, I'm not that anymore.
Shit outside.
And her fans were like, but that's what we know you for. Right? They don't grow with you at the same
Jim
rate.
Jones.
So if you're doing that and that's your messaging throughout your career.
Jim Jones ain't trying to hear that shit. You know, I don't think he signed up to have this conversation. Cause he know what he did. He know what the industry is about. He know. He part of the play.
And you have that moment. Your fans may not have that moment.
She has hella influences on all these little girls, you heard? At some point, these little girls grow up too, you heard?
Yeah.
And if they are a fan of you, they're going to follow in suit. The same way kids were a fan of me from gangbanging to see me changing my lives in so many different ways by the hustle I put in front of me. More people respect me for hustling now than they do for...
Yo, but you still pushing gangbanging. Jimmy, J-Mo, still pushing that shit, bro. You old as a bitch.
Gangbanging.
What group of people in America, race-wise, has the lowest income?
Black people, you would say?
Okay.
Minority, yeah.
Black people. Who has the lowest net worth?
Will be black people.
Who has the lowest life expectancy?
Will be black people.
Who has the highest incarceration rate?
Will be black people.
Okay. So at some point in time, if we losing on every statistical category, we got to start to make radical changes. Hip hop has been around for 50 years and it has done good, but it's done a lot of harm too. We got to be honest. And the problem, I think, is that we keep turning a blind eye, but this shit is influential and it's influencing people and it's not helping. Because if it was helping, we wouldn't be at the
Man,
lowest
speak
of
to
every
these
single
guys,
statistical
man.
category possible. So as an intelligent person, sometimes
Who is these
people
niggas?
of the culture, from the culture, can just have honest conversations. Like, look, we got to clean this shit up a little bit.
Do we blame all of this years of us being treated on female rappers?
No.
It's a bigger
problem. It's a bigger problem.
See, Rez a unicorn, Gorilla's a unicorn.
Yo, we going to watch this on another live. What that shit called? Artist to Artist? I'm glad they brought Jim Jones up there
What
to
unicorn is that?
have that conversation.
You don't think Sexy Rez a unicorn?
But when
My
you say
internet acting
unicorn, how are
stupid.
you defining the word?
I'm glad they brought him up there to have that conversation, because that conversation need to be had. To Jim Jones, specifically. For him being a fuckboy. And not taking accountability of it. Now, Cameron caught up to these, somebody named Harlem YouTube and tried to press them over some shit they said to Cam.
Brother, how you doing? I'm great.
Oh, shit.
Just tuned in to see what's going on. How y'all feel? All is well, my brother. I guess you called it for a reason, man. Or you called to say hi? Yeah, I called to say hello. That's it. Okay, how you doing, brother? I'm good, man. Okay. Harlem, just supporting Harlem, that all. I had my name on the show a lot. I just figured I'd call in. That's good you call in. How you doing, Kareem? How you? Everything good? Yeah, I'm good, man. How you been? You been all right? Yeah, you know I'm all right. You know how I do. How you been? I really don't know how you do, but I'm great. I've been all right. I can't complain. Anything you want to talk to me about while I'm here? Nah, I said what I said, and you said what you said. The show, you said you're going to respond when you're ready to respond. And I'm going to respond when you're ready. So, brother, how you doing? I'm great. Just told you on the phone now, though. I'm right here. Okay, so you the one said, you insinuated that I'm a snitch, so I'm ready. I never said you a snitch. I said I was going to talk about you snitching. But let me ask you this since you brought it up.
That's the same thing, nigga.
Did you try to, when Reg died, did you try to tell on Reg after he died? Why would I try to tell on Reg after he died? Tell for what? Like you going to jail? To go to jail? Come on, you know I'm built for that. That's because he's going to jail. Cut out what, nigga? What you talking about? I'm asking you a question. If you didn't, you didn't. You know I didn't. You know. I don't know. No, I don't know. That's why I'm asking you. Hold up, that's why I'm asking you. No. Didn't this thing you say you didn't. You know I didn't do that. You know I'm listen, bro, check this, right? I'm standing, if I go to jail, I'm standing on mine. All my co-defendants, they know what it is. I was thorough in jail. Ain't nobody came to me. I'm on the phone now, though. I'm right here. Okay, so you the one said, you insinuated that I'm... Hold up, nobody came to me about no Reg. Who was your co-defendant so we could get him on the line? That's a live, Psych. Psych from your building. Psych from my building, huh? Yeah. Okay. Exactly.
So Psych must be calling him a rat.
Cut it out. You know, you had nothing else. Listen, check this. You had nothing else to say, right? You didn't like, hold up. You didn't like your name being said on there, right? So now, instead of you addressing it in another way, you want to try to come sideways and say, no, that's not. Fuck that's all I asked you, nigga. That's it, nigga. If you didn't, then you didn't. Why you getting all erratic about it? Now that you online, right? Now that you online, you know we ain't do that, right? Let's go. I don't know nothing, nigga. You know. That's why I'm calling the next. Listen. You compare yourself to 50 Cent. I'm comparing myself to the last time you said the name, and it's going to end bad for you because you trying to lie my name. It's going to end bad for me. Hold up. What, like, let's start right there. What does that mean? Before we go any further, what does end bad for me mean? Because you think you can expose me, I expose you, bro. Because you. I'm just asking you. Okay. I want to know exactly what this end bad means. First, I'm clear. We ain't going. Listen, bro, just tell me what you're not letting me talk. Right there. See, if you're going to put more in I'm asking you, just get to what I'm not, you telling me, I just want to know what end bad for me means. Meaning, I can expose what type of clown you is. That's what it is.
I
Yeah, you a
clown.
clown.
Niggas clown, nigga. That's why I called and asked you if I knew I wouldn't.
I'm gonna let you talk. Don't do no clown shit and hang up. I'm gonna let you talk.
I'm not doing nothing, bro. I'm asking you a question, and that was that. You going so crazy about when niggas talk about L or Lee or whatever, like I ain't grew up over there. I never said nothing disrespectful about L. What happened with me and Lee happened with me and Lee. And you be going crazy to the point where now me and you got to seem like we got a problem.
No, you know I can't. Hold up. You can't tell me you fuck with L and you be sneak have Mace come throw some shots like
I don't have
Mace is lying, bro. Bro, you know well. Hold up.
No, I'm not gonna hold that. Shut up. But first of all, what did you talk about? See, you know your problem is.
Look, let me tell you why you're a clown. Hold on. Let me tell you why you're a clown. Hold on, you gonna let me talk?
You're the clown, nigga. The problem is, I called and asked you a question. No, I'm not gonna hold up. I called and asked you a question.
I'm gonna let you talk. Stay online. Don't hang.
Whatever Mace had with L, that's Mace and L. I didn't even know how that shit was going on.
You set that up.
No, you're not gonna cut me off and say what you want to say, nigga.
Go ahead.
Whatever, I am gonna go ahead. Whatever L and Mason L had, that's Mason L. I ain't know half that shit till Mace told me later. I ain't have no problem with L. Whatever happened with me and Lee, you wasn't even there. Avon was there.
And Avon said you motherfucking lie. Avon said that. So you really
wasn't even there.
I wasn't there.
He wasn't even there, bro. Avon was there. So Avon's lying now. So
you ran Lee out the park.
I never said that Lee was in the park. Now you making shit up. What are you talking about? The shit was downtown Manhattan. Stupid. You wasn't there, dumbass. The fuck you talking about, nigga? Mind your business for certain shit you don't know what the fuck you talking about.
You talking
about Avon was there. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? Now I'm not gonna listen because you don't know what you talking about. Talking about out at the
you
park.
Said you backed him out on the video.
Old boy video shoot.
You know you
old boy. I never said I back. You making a that old boy video shoot. It wasn't at the park. Stupid.
I said.
Did you see the park? That old boy video shoot.
You know what you do?
Was the park? No.
What you do?
Was the video? Was the video?
Crazy.
Was the video at the park, God? Yes or no?
Look,
let's do one thing at a time.
Why are you talking
Was the video at the yes or no? Let's do one thing at a time. Was the video at the park?
No, took part is at the park. You said you backed him out and ran him down.
All right.
You ran him out.
Do you want to make a let's make a $50,000 bet. You can't find that nowhere.
You said it in the joint. You said you got 50. You ran him out.
Do you want to make a bet that you can't find that nowhere? You want to bet the 50? You got 50?
Now you trying to get slick and exact.
I'm just saying that.
You trying to say detail of the park.
Kareem. If you look at old boy video shoot, it wasn't at the
park.
Kareem, I ain't saying the park. I said wherever
you said that. You
just said that. I just said that, stupid. You want to change the narrative around because you know I'm right.
All I do. I'm not going to stop being
Kareem, we on live, right? I'm on live. I'm on live. Kareem, I'm on live. Do you want to bet the 50? Yes or no?
Bet 50 on what? 50 on what?
But I didn't say that. I said niggas I was with back down. Do you want to bet that too?
Back them, and ran him out the park. Leave it to die right there,
yeah,
bro.
Go with you keep going back to the park, bro. There. Nobody said nothing about the park,
right there, bro. He would have died right there.
Bro. You scared a big leap from the grave, nigga. That's what I said. I didn't say that, and I never said it was at the park. I said it was an old boy video shoot, and A-Ron was there too. So that's that. You change the doors around, nigga.
Fuck that part right there, right? We get up with
you keep changing the park. Fuck the ring. I ain't saying the park. I said wherever
you said that. You
just said that. I never said that, stupid. You want to change the narrative around. I can't wait. This nigga's great. being St. Luke's, man.
Listen.
I'm telling you that right now, man.
If that's your man.
I don't know. That sounds like some Harlem shit. I don't know none of these niggas. I don't know what the fuck happened. Sound like Cameron caught a nigga in the lie. Now you trying to back out of it. But I still see Cameron the clown too. You feel me? He might be a clown for total different reasons. Yo, but make sure I hit that like button. Make sure I share the live. Football games ready. Come on. And try to go live before the games come on for real. But that Michigan football coach crashed out. Like that is crazy. Epic fail. Epic fail. I don't know how he gonna rebuild that shit back up. But make sure I hit that like button. Make sure you share the live. It's another day of QG News.